They hate, and we are live on Pink Sock Podcast. Guys, don't touch that dial because we will be right with you. Good morning,
And
everyone.
I miss my hair in that photo.
Dude, your hair is fucking incredible in that photo. We actually do have to get a new intro going. So if there's any musicians out there that want to be a part of our new intro, and if you want to help us create a new intro, that'd be freaking awesome. Correct. Today is the first podcast of 3 that I'm going to be doing.
Holy shit, dude. That's
Your boy's a workaholic.
It's pretty wild, huh? Pretty wild.
It is. I've got comedy shows coming up. I've got music I'm going to be collabing on. Now, this is weird. Okay. Whenever I was younger, I've always wanted to be a singer of a band. I've always wanted to do comedy. So here's a little insight of my life right now. I am working with 3, maybe 4 local DJs and EDM artists. They are going to be using my voice and my humor as part of their music. So it's just going to be me talking, and it's going to be like right before the breakdown, like wow, wah, 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 kind of shit. It's going to be like that.
Yeah. That's awesome, dude. Congrats.
Thank you, dude. Also, so my voice is going to be made part of at least local history with me being on a bunch of EDM tracks, but I'm also going to be working vocally with a friend of mine. I'm going to be singing. We are working on a project about anxiety. It's going to be me just talking about anxiety and maybe even singing about it.
Is that the meditation for the Medicaid?
No, that is different. That is actually going to be a podcast I'm going to be doing.
Sweet.
I'm going to announce when the show will be, when the first episode will be. But Meditations of a Medicated Mind will be live on my Facebook page and my YouTube channel. I'm going to try to do both. What I'm going to do is it's probably not going to be live every week. It's probably not going to be the same day every week. I'm not sure yet. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to get medicated, and I'm just going to talk, whether it goes philosophy way, like philosophical or advice or insight into my own life, my own struggles and how I'm overcoming them. It's basically comedy, whatever. It's basically a creative concept that I've come up with to try to help people. And I feel that when I am medicated, my mind is expanded more. So I'm able to actually talk. So it's just going to be random ramblings from a medicated standpoint. And I'm just hoping that it reaches people. And maybe we can use some of the sound clips of that for podcasts or for whatever. I just want to get all my creative mind out there.
Yeah.
It's basically, I'm going to have guests on from time to time, whatever, but it's me medicated heavily. And I'm not like heavily, but like enough to open my and I'm just going to ramble. I'm just going to talk. I've been doing it on Facebook every morning with my wake and bake sessions. I'm more than likely just going to do that, but vocally. And
you should make a T-shirt that has that. Has that
logo on it?
Yeah. So you have. I got merch ideas for you. So you should make a shirt like that. Like that promo that you have, that.
Yeah.
And then at the back, put wake and bake.
Dude, should it be a morning show or should it be a night show?
A morning show will be great.
Morning meditations of a medicated mind?
Yeah, I think so.
I could do it before Pink Sock, realistically. But I don't want to show up on Pink Sock that way.
Whacked.
Yeah. Like, so it's probably going to be a night show is what my plan is.
That'd be cool.
But the back of the shirt, I got an idea. Yeah. Let's meditate. Let's medicate together or some shit like that. Let's medicate or something.
Yeah.
But I also am working with a friend of mine I'm not going to say who, but I've got all these DJs wanting to work with me. But I'm also working with two friends, actually, two separate podcasts that I'm going to be doing. I'm trying to help people. I actually have three friends, but all of those projects I can't really talk about right now because they're in the works.
Yeah.
One of which.
Same with mine.
Yes. I've got a project in the works. Now, Gorak, I know we're not going to go too in depth with anything that you're working on, but
we can a little bit.
In the near future, though, are you able to do two podcasts at once? Because if you have to leave Pink Sock, at least for a couple episodes, it's okay.
Yeah, I'll go.
All right, dude.
Wow.
If I can do 5 podcasts, you can do 2.
Hey, at one point, I think I was doing 3. I was doing Pink Sock, then Pink Sock Reacts, because that's kind of separate, correct?
Yes.
And then Death Comes Lifting once a week on a
Bro,
Sunday.
Remember when I was in Arizona, we was doing, I did Royce in the House, Pink Sock, Pink Sock Reacts, Death Comes Lifting. I did Roxie's channel, Roxie Rewind, all in 1 week.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty wild, eh? Like,
plus
when you look back at it now, it's like, fuck, it's man,
crazy. Plus, me and you was doing our Instagram lives.
Yeah, that were the good old days.
Bro, we need to get back to that, but I'm so overwhelmed anymore, to be honest, with like all the EDM projects and all that shit. Speaking of, Royce is in the motherfucking house. I love that man. Royce, I know I got a lot of projects going on. I've got like 5.
You say my name 4 times, Royce, I'm going to be popping up outside your front door.
Yes, like Bloody Mary or like Beetlejuice.
Candyman.
This isn't my first podcast of the day, as we've mentioned. Let me give a little bit of a shout out to a couple people here. We've got Michael Outdoors's podcast that I'm going to be invading at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I do believe that is over on YouTube and Facebook.
Nice.
You can go find him. He's a little kid. Like I forget how old he is, but he's a younger kid. But I'm trying to help him get out there more. And so there's a bunch of other people because at his age, we was all getting in trouble and getting into shit and like fucking.
Wait, how old is he?
I don't want to say for sure because I'm not sure, but I want to say he's maybe like 10, 11, 12-ish. Maybe
I was
older.
playing sports.
He may be older than that. He's like middle school. But the thing is I love what he's doing because when I was in school, I wish I would have been doing this. I wish I would have been focusing on my future and not starting it in my fucking mid to late 20s.
Well, like, if I was at his age, if I was at his doing something, at like his age or something,
mm-hmm.
I would have started something like that if I discovered it. But like back then, it was nothing that.
True. There wasn't like podcasting when me and you was younger. That is much different. And I would actually like to talk with Michael Outdoors about like how to get bigger or how to like the difference between him podcasting now at his age and when I was his age. It was very much different. Podcasting was radio back then.
Yeah. And the younger kids now have everything so fucking easy.
It is easy, but honestly, I am coming out of my shell more now than I was back then. So I don't know if I would have had the courage to start a podcast.
Not me either.
And Royce,
or even being in one.
Yes. I did one when I was about 15 or 16. I appeared on a podcast when they were starting to happen, when they were starting to be a thing. And God, I was nervous as fuck. You can tell in it. Like I can find it for you. It's my first ever podcast appearance. It was on Rob Van Dam's radio show talking about how I got how I got the
I remember that.
the spirit of my grandma visited me. Royce, I appreciate that. People don't realize it's not a lot of physical labor sometimes doing podcasts. It's not a lot of physical labor doing like all the EDM shit that I'm going to be, because I'm not the one writing the music. I'm just sending out voice clips to people. But people don't realize how mentally taxing it is to have so many goddamn projects going at once, and then you have to show up at events and be on all the time. It is hard and it is very taxing on your mental health. But what I was getting at is, Royce, even though I have all these podcasts, I want to come back on your show. I'm also going to be making an appearance, Gorak, on WTHC radio in the near future.
Whew.
WTHC.
You're a one busy dude.
And it's not physical labor that I'm busy with. I'm not making money off of this. I don't care about being a millionaire. I just like to be able to pay my bills eventually. I love doing this. I love helping people. And I'm kind of going on a rant right now, but it is what it is.
Well, Mike has cut off, and holy shit. Oh, he's back. You all good?
I'm good. Can you hear me?
It's like bro got abducted by aliens.
I was ranting and using my hands a lot, and I unplugged my fucking camera. No, Brett. What I want to say right now is no age whining. I turned 70, and I was young G like you. I would take over. See, Royce, even at 70, bro, we are going to take over together. See, that is where I was going to get at. I am tired. I am tired of people, and I made a post about this, and it's nothing against them. It's ego getting in the way. I'm not going to judge them because we all have ego, whether it be we don't think highly of ourselves or we think too highly of ourselves. Both are ego. Ego needs to be in check. Now, I am tired of people, like let's say me and you are doing the podcast we're doing. Let's say you come to me like you did recently and say, I want to start my own podcast. A lot of the times people are saying, how dare you leave my podcast? How dare you betray me? Instead of being happy for that person and helping them with the next step of their personal legacy. I don't care if I become famous doing this. I don't care if I become as well known as the next person. I want to be able to make an impact on somebody's life and try to help them achieve their personal goals as well as me achieving mine. That is my one goal in life. That is why I reached out to you, Gorak, and that is why I'm reaching out to all these different people, because in my mind, I see potential in these people, and I want to be part of their legacy as well as them be a part of mine. That's why I allow these people into my circle. Gorak, I saw potential in you. I knew that you had the anxiety that you have, so I brought you onto the show to overcome that anxiety. Whether or not you go out on your own with what I've tried helping you with, or you choose to stay here, doesn't matter to me. I've achieved my ultimate goal.
It's amazing who you can meet on just by doing this. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
If it wasn't for the pandemic 4 years ago, whatever it is, we wouldn't have met.
Bro, I am so forever thankful about this podcast. Yeah, I named it, whatever. But if it wasn't for you, if it wasn't for the listeners, if it wasn't for Noami, if it wasn't for Tony, if it wasn't for Dave, he never really was on any of the episodes because that was the early days. But if it wasn't for anyone who has believed in me, has continued listening, has shown up on the show, all the guests, I wouldn't still be doing this. You wouldn't still be doing this. And I am forever thankful of the experience that I've had from this moment and before. We've had so many amazing guests, and anymore, I am doing it for the experience. And I love the experience I've had. I love the attention that it has gotten. I recently, you can hear this 1,000 times, but until you experience it yourself, it is hard to believe. When you face your anxiety head on and fucking do the thing you want to do, you'll feel 10 times better about yourself. I recently, and I'm sorry for like all the ranting and whatever, but I'm trying to get my point across. You faced your anxiety, Gorak. You are now on a podcast where we've met tons of people. I faced my anxiety recently on a whole different level than I ever have, and I've gotten on a comedy stage not once, not twice, but 3 times so far. And every single time it has been a very positive reception. Before I got on stage, fucking afraid. I was terrified, except for the last time because it was unscripted, unscheduled. They just told me to get up there. But that fear in your head is not real. That negative that you think is going to happen isn't going to happen.
Exactly. Yeah. Doing this has helped me a lot, man, for sure. When I might as well tell everybody, but like I am going to be starting my own.
I'm proud of you.
Hopefully, maybe in the next week or two. It depends on the person that wants to come on, which I've already got my first guest already. Like that. But he's a good friend of ours, very good friend of mine. I asked Zach from Dev Comes Lifting to become like a first guest for mine. So it's gonna be. Have we come up with a title name for it yet? I don't even fucking remember, dude. We were chatting about this at like what, 2 a.m?
We were chatting about this. It was like midnight my time. So I had already started medicating to help me go to bed. So I'm actually thinking about, like, if anybody needs help coming up with podcast names, I'm thinking about like, throw me $5, I'll send you a list of them or some shit. Like, but Gorak, we did come up with a name. I just forget what it was.
I know.
Because I sent you
I think it was like, I think they sent it to me through Messenger. Yeah, I think it's through Messenger. But yeah, it's going to be a horror and talk about horror and music.
See, I love that, Gorak, and I love that for you. I love that you're branching out on your own. I appreciate that you are still thinking of PASOC and want to be a part of this. But if it's ever too much, I truly appreciate the time we've spent together. I appreciate your time on the show. I love you, Gorak. And if you ever need help on this project, yes, I'm a busy dude anymore, but I will always make time for you.
Divorces are expensive, right?
I know. That's why I'm saying I'm always there for you. Like,
I know. Yeah.
You can't get rid of me that easily.
Yeah, I know. Like, it's fucking hard, man. No, I'm joking. Yeah, but there's been a couple of once it launches off and stuff, it's just gonna be pre-recorded and just gonna maybe just set it on once a week, maybe once a fortnight type of thing when I can get a chance or whatever it is. But it'll be awesome though. But there's been a few people in my mind who I would like to have on.
I've got some guests for you, bro. If you need guests, I've got ideas.
Yeah.
I've got guests we never even had.
Be yet. Cool. Yeah. But yeah, hopefully in the next week or two. I need to talk to Zach and see what days he can do it or whatever. But
oh, by the way, to add to what Royce was saying in the chat, podcasting is a difficult journey.
Oh yeah,
it is a very difficult journey. Now, what I'm going to say is, like, I'm very proud of Gorak for his growth. I'm proud of him for doing his own thing. I'm proud of him from not really moving on because you're still part of the show, but like moving on to your own things. And I'm very proud of you for that. And I want to help you with that growth as well. And it is incredible because in the last 4 years that I've known you, Gorak, you have grown significantly. You went from that dude with a full head of hair that's so nervous to be on a podcast to being so stressed that you've done a podcast for 4 years. Like, I'm proud of you though. You've opened up a lot.
Yeah, man.
And I'm proud of you for that.
Yeah, it's good. It even got me a girlfriend. No, I'm joking.
Yeah, dude, like, the pink sock got you laid, bro. It got you tender. It got you everything, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Nah, she's cool. She totally supports it as well. I told her I was going to do my own. She goes, fucking do it. I'm like, yeah, okay.
Dude, that is fucking awesome. And I really am truly
Yeah.
proud of you, Greg, for
Yeah.
branching out on your own. That is my ultimate goal, though, isn't, I know it might sound stupid, but I started this podcast. I did want to be famous one of these days. I did want to do stand-up comedy. I did want to be well known, and my goals have changed over the last few years. I just want to reach people. I want to help people. I want to make a name for myself, but in a very positive way. I don't want the fame just to say that I'm famous. I don't want any of that. I want to be comfortable financially and still be able to help. And that's kind of why I'm doing so many goddamn projects at once.
It's always good, I guess. Like it keeps your mind busy.
It does, and it also
and
is.
It's a good thing. It's a really good thing to do as well.
It is, and also, Greg, the thing is whether we are famous or not, every single human being has the ability to cement their legacy out there, especially in modern times. This podcast is a part of mine and your legacy. We all have individual legacies. It's just whether or not what kind of legacy you want to make, and if you have the courage to make it happen. And I don't care if you are fucking 12 years old or if you're fucking 70 years old, like my homeboy Royce. You have the ability to live your dreams while you are still breathing and alive.
Royce really 70? The dude looks like he's 60, man. He looks 10 years younger.
He does. He looks great for his age. I want to know his secret.
Yeah, I reckon, man.
I fucking love it because you are never too old and you are never too young to chase your dreams. Colonel Sanders did it in his 70s.
Yeah.
So, like, fuck, dude. But yeah, Gorak, let us know when you do this podcast and what the name is so that we can promote it, because I would love to help you. I will promote it where I can.
I have to go through Messenger quickly because the one that you sent me just sounds very, very, very simple, and I like that. So
okay, as Royce stated, while you're looking for that, when he does a show and the views are low, he feels like he's attending a funeral. Now, I'll be honest, I've been beating myself up a lot because Pink Sock's views aren't what I feel they should be. They're not where I want them to be. But I also have to remember we got listeners all over the world, various time zones. We've got people that are busy in their lives, and they can't view all the time. And it's like an ego struggle. You think that you should be better than you are and whatever. It's hard to get the ego in check, Royce. But the thing is you got to fight through that self-doubt and self-loathing because you don't know how many people are going to listen afterwards. You have no idea how many people, you don't have any idea how many people support you that don't even get to watch. I felt that love and support, and I realized something recently. Let's say you have 200 subscribers, Gorak. That doesn't feel like a lot in today's society. But go and do a speech or stand up or go into a crowd of 200 people, and you will see how much love and support that truly is. That is a lot of people. That's a lot of fucking people.
It is, yeah. But
the issue is though in today's society is that's not physical love. You're not actually seeing the person. So you don't feel it unless you see it.
Yeah.
So what was the name, Greg? You're digging through the witches and burn through the ditches. You're looking through your Facebook Messenger. Dig through.
I think it was from Instagram. Give me a sec.
I think it was on Snapchat, bro. We talk on everything.
No. I may be old, but here we are. Found it.
Okay.
Could be a.
By the way, my man Gorak just recently discovered CBD. You want to talk about it?
2 seconds. Yeah. My girlfriend, or we say partner.
Hold on 1 second. I have a spam caller. Let's see how Mike handles spam callers. Hello. Goodbye. They hung up on me. What the hell?
I hate those.
Well, I keep getting ones, Gorak, where they're like, yo, they don't say yo, but they're like, hey, this is whatever with the police coalition. Do you want to donate money? And I've been trying to get off their call list for a while because I don't have the money to pay a police force whom my tax dollars are supposed to go towards.
Mm.
I don't know. But I support everyone. It's just, I don't know. I ain't got the money. I ain't got the money. And they keep hounding me. They're like, you offered money. I'm like, I didn't offer shit. Leave me alone. But what is the name of this podcast? My ADD, my coffee, my cannabis, all that shit's hitting me at once. What was the name of it, Greg?
I think it was called Terror Tunes or something like that.
Terror Tunes.
Yeah, podcast. I think it was called that. Hang on. Give me a...
There was Terror Tunes, and then there was I forget what the other ones were. We had a lot of them. I am so proud of you, Royce. Royce is at 861 subscribers. I've had good weeks and bad weeks with subscribers. Terror Tunes. Look at that. That is a badass graphic and logo, bro.
It looks like a ripper from the In Flames logo.
It looks like Looney Tunes on crack.
Yeah.
But bro, I
kind of looks like a trans-stamp tattoo too as well.
You should get it. You should totally get that trans.
Nah, no trans stamps, man.
Oh, by the way, is it this week we're taking off or next week we're taking off for Pink Sock Reacts?
Not this week, the week after.
Okay. So next week we are not going to have a Pink Sock Reacts. And we've got a very special Pink Sock podcast next week for you guys. Are you guys ready for this? We have Gary Peterson of the Guess Who coming on the show Friday, September 29th at noon Eastern Standard Time. That is actually this Friday, bro. I think.
Yeah. You reckon? Do you reckon like people be like, you know, like be like doing these jokes and like, guess who this guy's from? Yeah. Guess who what band is?
I'm sure that's an overplayed joke.
Yeah,
they've been in the game since 1960s.
Still carrying that torch too, man. That's it's pretty fucking impressive. But to get back to the CBD oil thing, yeah, my partner got me into it. She stayed over on Saturday night. Yeah, and then because I told her like, you know, I have to be at work really, really early in the morning and stuff, so I have to have it every night. And then she's like, "Oh, I got like this CBD oil, blah blah blah. It would help you like just chill and relax. And you'll get a perfect good night's sleep." So she gave me, I think, like 4 drops.
Damn, dude.
Of it, and like maybe 10 minutes later, I was asleep. Like I was just.
I don't know if you can get.
I felt like really relaxed.
I don't know if you can get this in Australia or not, Gorak, but you can actually get a tincture like the one you had that has a little bit of THC, and it's not going to get you high. It just levels you out. It has a little bit of THC in it, CBD and CBN, and it is very good for sleep. I would try that if I was you.
Yeah, I can't remember which one that has that stuff, but yeah, the next morning, like I felt great. Like normally when I wake up like really early, like 6 o'clock or 6:30 or whatever, I kind of feel like really shit.
Mm-hmm.
But like for some reason, like I felt good.
Bro, CBD.
My energy levels throughout the whole day at work was fine.
Bro, CBD and THC and stuff saves lives, dude. And
I think it's got that in there as well.
Bro, it is awesome.
I need to ask her again. But
I'm glad you're getting into the world of CBD, bro.
Yeah. And we were talking about that as well, and she said that like it's much more better than smoking it or something like that.
It is much better than smoking it, and also you can get it in like the dry herb form. You can get CBD, and you can actually vape it, like dry herb vape it, and that's better for you than smoking it as well because it's cooking it, it's not burning it. Michael Outdoor Podcast is in the house. Go give him a subscribe. I'm going to be on his show at 6 p.m. Go give this kid some love. He deserves it. He's got a bright future ahead of him, and I cannot wait to be a part of that legacy, man. I'm going to be I'm going to be 70 years old on his show when he's like in his like 30s.
Yeah. Listen up, kid. When I was your age, I was just starting my podcast. No.
When I was your age, I was on your podcast.
I know I am. Ever since I started taking it, and I took it. I took it Sunday after work as well, after a hectic day, and I felt really good. Like, I think it was just like my energy levels were great. Like, my mood was like just super happy. Mm-hmm. I don't stress or anything. Like, my mind was just focused and clear. Like,
now you know why I swear by cannabis. Every single chemical compound of that plant you can at least find one chemical compound of the plant that will help you with whatever problem you have.
Yeah. So I've been kind of like, this is the stuff here that my girlfriend put in. But I have been looking into it and stuff like that. Through like just like random pop-ups on Facebook and stuff. And you can actually buy like a sort of like a box or something like that with the different types of the CBD stuff. You know, I think it was like one for relaxation and one for like some other stuff as well. Does that also help like digestions?
It depends on the cannabinoid that you are, and I'm going to get into the science of cannabis. I apologize. It depends on the cannabinoid that you are using and exactly what part of the endocannabinoid system that it is attaching to. If you do CBD, that helps with pain in some cases, sleep, anxiety, all of that without making you euphoric. So it's not attaching to this. It's attaching to some of them, but not the full effect of the euphoric feeling of I think it's the CB1 receptors that's up here. I think it's either CB1 or CB2. I'm kind of medicated and out there right now, so I apologize if my mind is all messed up. But yeah, there's CBD, then there's CBN, then of course there's THC, which is Delta 9, Delta 8, Delta 10. Then they have THC. They have all kinds of shit, bro. Like, you just have to find what cannabinoid is best. Cannabinoid does something.
And I have
horror movie. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, I've watched that as a horror movie too. And they also have like mushrooms in it too, correct?
No. Shroom. Are you talking about shrooms like psilocybin?
I think so, yeah.
Psilocybin is found in certain breeds of psychedelic mushrooms. It is not found in the cannabis plant. You will not necessarily hallucinate. Cannabis just has cannabinoids, which is like CBD, CBN, and all of that. Psilocybin you find separate. However, you can, in certain places, get a shroom candy bar or get something that has shrooms and THC combined.
Because I saw something on Facebook about the boxing, and then I was reading the ingredients, and it had like some type of mushroom. Let's see if I can find it, and I'll share it. I had a look, and ever since I've been taking it, kind of has me interested in this whole thing. You know what I mean? In a healthy way too. So.
Yeah, and that's the thing a lot of people don't realize is THC, CBD, all the cannabinoids, are not bad for you. You can't even overdose on them. They
Yeah.
are now you can overdo it and get way too medicated. That does happen. Um, Now with psilocybin, if you microdose, it has been proven to completely reset your brain and get rid of anxiety. Now there are
Yeah.
people that do too much of it and they hallucinate and they go on spaceships.
Mm-hmm.
But that's a different story. I was working on a wheelchair ramp a while back, came across a bag beneath the old ramp. Turned out it was a mushroom thing. See, I don't trust shit like that because things are laced and shit. I only buy from dispensaries or people that I know how they grow their own or what they grow. Um, that's just how I do. I don't trust. There's way too much fentanyl and shit and everything, and I've lost way too many friends from street drugs that I'm not going to go street ever. Sorry.
Yeah.
Unless I know the grower or I trust the person. I'm not. Never.
Yeah.
And at my
I'm
age,
still looking for.
the only thing I'm really going to try would be microdosing psilocybin. And even that's iffy because I got to know the person that's growing because you can't find it anywhere.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a lot of people use that stuff, man. Especially a lot of athletes as well.
Yes.
I think I found it.
Even back in the old days, bro, like Arnold Schwarzenegger, he was in such great shape and cared about his physical health so much that he barely even smoked or drank alcohol, but he smoked pot.
Yeah, there's a lot of bodybuilders and like I said, athletes and shit. They all take it, man.
Yeah, it helps with pain. Did you see that Hulk Hogan recently is like a big advocate for cannabis?
Yeah, right.
He said he used to have real
Um,
bad back pains and shit. Now it's gone due to him consuming. What are we looking at, bro?
so this is the one that I've been looking at. I think this is the one I was telling you.
I don't
But
think that's psilocybin, though. I think that's just mushrooms, which mushrooms, in and of itself, certain types of mushrooms have their own medicinal benefits, but only certain mushrooms have psilocybin, which is what makes your brain do what it needs to do. But there is a lot of, yeah, there we go. Lion's mane, yeah, none of those are psilocybin, but they will help with a lot of physical and mental ailments.
yeah,
Just
right.
not in the same way that psilocybin would.
So would that have a different effect
Yes.
to what you and I are taking? Or
It is much different than CBD, yes, but it does have similar medicinal benefits from my understanding in the mushroom family. You would have to look into each individual mushroom as to what it does. However, scroll back up. It'll tell you what the medicinal benefits are. It says it is full spectrum. It has a high level of vitamin C. Keep scrolling up. It'll tell you what each mushroom does too if you scroll up. Most websites do. Lion's mane. It's essential when you have a long to-do list. So it basically makes you, lion's mane helps you focus. Cordyceps help you stay energized, similar to coffee. Reishi helps you wind down, so it makes you relaxed. Turkey tail also gives you a soothing effect after a meal, so it basically helps with your gut. So turkey tail helps with your gut enzymes. So you might want to try not having it with anything hot and eating it with Greek yogurt, which is also good for your gut biome. Shiitake mushrooms is good for your skin health. And chaga is very high in antioxidants, which is good for fighting off free radicals, which cause cancer and all the other shit. So basically, a lot of the times, like with this product or with like mushroom drinking products, they combine a bunch of mushrooms because they all have their own individual benefits. And when combined together, they're really good. But yeah, none of those are psilocybin, which the psilocybin is what causes your brain to not really hallucinate all the time. If you microdose, it doesn't, but it rebalances your brain. It gives you a high. Those aren't going to give you a
Yeah.
high, but they help you medicinally.
But yeah. But it's amazing with shit like, you know, these type of things can help you with your body, you know. It's
Yeah. I
and
believe.
it only took me 37 years to try that type of stuff.
Oh, shout out to Sean Hansen. Love you, brother. Thank you for tuning in. Yeah, what's crazy is Gorak is I strongly believe that any ailment you have, any disease you have, is reversible or at least maintainable through medicinal, like through herbal medicine or through the way you eat.
Yeah.
There's been people that have reversed diabetes, people that have reversed cancer just by changing the way they eat.
Yeah.
And Grak's over here going to be looking up porn and we can see it.
No. So I just like typed in CBD oil and stuff because I'm really interested in these type of things now because I've only been taking it for 2 days since my girlfriend let me try it for the first time, and then she gave me a bit more, and like I'm actually really hooked on this because I've seen improvements.
Hey, dude,
Yeah.
just so you are aware of this, they do
Mm.
sell coffee that is CBD infused.
I've heard about that, and I'm pretty sure my partner was saying that you can put it with your coffee as well.
You can, but you have to be very careful with combining
Mm.
CBD and coffee because they both stimulate two separate parts of the body. So too much of a good thing can cause a problem because I drink 3 cups a day starting as 3 days ago of CBD coffee. It gives me the fucking energy I need with coffee without giving me the anxiety, but I still got the jitters.
Yeah. We'll see. I'm just going for looking at this because I'm like really interested about with all this shit now.
Mm-hmm.
Let's have a
Oh,
look
by
at
the
this
way,
one
I'm
here.
probably not supposed to announce this yet, but I do want to give a shout out to Mr. Hansen over here because he is in the group. Well, his name out there is Loose Bean. He is actually a local DJ, EDM artist, whatever you want to call him.
Yeah.
And I am going to be working with him very soon.
Very nice.
We
Very
are.
nice.
I sent some vocal tracks over to him, and he's got some mixing to do and stuff. But we will have a song soon.
Oh, that sounds good.
So you are now
So,
interested. Is it me that helped get you interested in CBD, or is it because you had like a woman you were banging that was like, "Hey, try CBD," and your dick was doing the thinking?
no, obviously you talk about it a lot, and my partner, she takes it as well.
I would.
It helps her with
Good.
with sleeping and anxiety and
It helps. It helps with pain too.
pain. Yeah, she's had like uh maybe 2 back surgeries or something.
Yeah,
But
it really helps with pain, dude.
yeah, but even like supplement stores sell these things because it's legal, right?
Yes, CBD. I don't know about you guys. Bye, Royce. Love you, brother. Thank you for tuning in. Guys, if you're listening to the podcast live or even after the fact, go hit that subscribe button. Now, Gorak,
Mm-hmm.
CBD, at least in the United States, I'm not sure about Australia, but CBD and actually certain THC products, due to technicalities, are actually legal.
Yeah, right.
Because of the way they're cultivated, they're actually legal. So
Yeah.
it depends on where you live at. Just be discretionary. I don't know if you can get CBD infused coffee where you live because I don't know if you have any companies that have it. It might be a lot to ship from the
Yeah.
state, but
So there's this one here. It's from Elite Supplements.
CB2.
They're pretty good company, but like they got one. It's like CB2 pain oil. So yeah, so it's got CB2 hemp oil, reduces pain, assistance in muscle and joint recovery.
So CB2 is actually the initials for the cannabinoid type 2 receptors, which is what the CB2 receptors are in charge of. Hold on, I'm trying to remember because it's been a while since I've went through all this. Your CB1 receptors is what THC typically goes after. It is a lot to do with the brain functionality, and CB2 has a lot to do with the pain functionality of your body.
Well, there's this one here too. This is for sleep. So obviously it's got CB2 hemp oil. Helps with sleep, mood and anxiety, and I think that's perfect for anybody that's struggling with all of those too.
Exactly. Really,
that's good. I think I might have to look at maybe buying one like this. See if I can find it for a little bit of a cheaper price somewhere. But
dude, I swear by like CBD, THC, all of that. Cannabis is medicine. Not just cannabis, nature in general is medicine. I know I sound like a fucking hippie when I say that, but nature is fucking medicine. I'm tired of pretending that it's not.
Yeah, but like, yeah, my partner, she stands by it as well. She takes it. So
dude, like,
yeah, man.
Cannabis is fucking medicine, and I'm tired of pretending that it's not. Now, Gorak, what all have you got going on? I know you've got that show you're working on. I know you've got music you've got. Give a shout out to yourself, because I'm proud of you. I'm proud of everything you're doing. You can find Gorak on Gorak_1985. And look at this gentleman. Ain't he beautiful? Look at that face.
I know, right? I haven't aged in the
Bro, you haven't aged.
last 10 years.
You haven't. Ever since you
lost my hair, kind of. No.
Bald don't age.
Yeah, I trimmed my beard.
But continue. What you got to promote, bro?
Yeah, so I am working on a podcast, and it's called, I guess it's called Terror Tunes, or maybe change it, or I might keep it. But yeah, it's gonna be a horror and music podcast, and then yeah, it's gonna do it like maybe weekly, fortnightly, or whenever I can get a chance to do it. But yeah, hopefully maybe in the next week or two, or whenever I have time to have all that stuff set up, then yeah, it'll be good to go and promote the shit out of it. But yeah, other than that, man, just been playing a bunch of guitars. So I covered 2 really valid songs on my Instagram, and I should go check that out. And I am going to see Ghost next week, so there you go.
I'm so proud of you, bro, and your growth, and I'm so proud of the podcast you're going to be starting. Like, you're not going to have this annoying fuck interrupting you all the time. I'm just kidding.
Sounds like it sounds like you were talking about my penis then.
Yeah, I love it. I love all the big things you're doing. And I'm a big fan of yours.
Yeah.
So, yeah. If there's nothing else we can discuss or talk about, I want to save some of my content for, of course, Michael Outdoors' podcast and Dabbing with Dads. Go tune in to Michael Outdoors' podcast at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to be discussing events with him. I'm going to be discussing stand-up comedy, whatever comes up. I'm just going with the flow. And then on Dabbing with Dads at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'm going to be discussing mental health and a bunch of other things. And I'm going to be announcing when the debut of Meditations of a Medicated Mind will be, which the first episode will be live. And I might do what Gorak's doing, a fortnight or whatever. Go live, maybe not. I don't know. I think it'd be best going live because you don't know what the fuck I might say. But guys, thank you for tuning in to Pink Sock Podcast. I appreciate all of your love, all of your support. We got big things coming, me and Gorak. And as always, guys, Live long, rock hard. Go to allmylinks.com/pinksock podcast. Pick up some merch. Show us some love. Love y'all. Live long, rock hard.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.